Hello, boys and girls. Our story this week is Sleep, Big Bear Sleep, written by Maureen Wright. It's about a bear who can't seem to stay awake. We had stories this week about hibernating bears. They're animals that sleep through the winter while it's cold, and then they come out in the spring. And our bear is having a terrible time figuring out why he's so tired. Old Man Winter from a storm cloud spied his big bear friend in the countryside. He leaned to earth and softly sighed, "Sleep, Big Bear, sleep." But Big Bear didn't hear very well. He couldn't sleep in his den in the dell. He thought he heard as twilight fell, "Drive a jeep, Big Bear, drive a jeep." Oh, so Big Bear yawned as he drove around in a jeep on a road just south of town. But after a while he stopped in a park. An old man whispered as it grew dark, "Sleep, Big Bear, sleep." But Big Bear didn't hear very well. He couldn't sleep in his den in the dell. He thought he heard as dry leaves fell, "Sweep, Big Bear, sweep." So Big Bear went to a house down the street and swept each room so nice and neat. See him sweeping in there? He can come to my house. But after a while he yawned again. And Old Man Winter warned his friend, "Sleep, Big Bear, sleep." But Big Bear didn't hear very well. He couldn't sleep in his den in the dell. He thought he heard as shadows fell, "Leap, Big Bear, leap." So Big Bear found a frog he knew and played leapfrog while the cold wind blew, till all at once he fell to the ground. Ah! The wind through the trees was the only sound, and Old Man Winter said with a frown, "Sleep, Big Bear, sleep." But Big Bear didn't hear very well. He couldn't sleep in his den in the dell. He thought he heard as darkness fell, "Dive deep, Big Bear, dive deep." So Big Bear paddled to the clear blue lake, finding it hard to stay awake. He dove in deep and swam to the shore. He had never been so very tired before. His head dropped down and he let out a snore, and Old Man Winter said once more, "Sleep, Big Bear, sleep." But Big Bear didn't hear very well. He couldn't sleep in his den in the dell. He thought he heard as snowflakes fell, "Climb a mountain steep, Big Bear, steep." So Big Bear trudged to the mountaintop, where the cold wind blew and the temperature dropped. He sat on a stump on the highest spot and wished for a blanket and a fold-up cot. Then he stumbled back down with his eyes half shut, so tired he didn't know which end was up. Old Man yelled while shaking his head. See, Old Man, what is he going to yell? "Hey there, Bear! Do you hear what I said? It's winter time! Now go to bed!" You think he finally gets it? Big Bear's eyes were droopy and red. "You could have told me before," he said. He lumbered nearby to his cozy den, rubbed his eyes and yawned again. He put on his PJs and blew out the